with baby intern Charlie from UK. How's all the babies doing now? Because you've been looking after the group quite a lot, so I'm sure you can give us a good update on them. So who have you got there?
So they've been progressing quite well. This is Mara. She's our newest addition. She's just joined us here in Neverland. She's actually doing really well with the other babies. She's socialising really well. She's drinking really well when she's asleep. Not too much when she's awake.
Looks like a handful there.
She is a handful, but she's doing very well and eating as well.
Okay.
Who else do we have? Yeah, we have Fudge. He's happily eating away. He's also doing much better. He was calling out a lot more when he first came in, standing by the door, especially to the wild troops outside. But he's doing much better, and him and Winona are also very playful together. They're doing generally really well. He's also doing really well in the feeding cage, and will happily take it through the feeding cage as much as he can. Who's next? Yeah, we have Shaney. He's our trouble one. He is very well, but is chaos when it comes to the other ones. He is very playful, and especially with some of the others, like little Abu. He's just like a cannonball. But he as well is drinking very well from the feeding cage, and is also quite happy snacking on cucumber and some pear and apple, whatever he can get his hands on. He's one of our best jumpers and will happily jump anywhere he possibly can. But he's doing very well.
Who do you think will be the first? Who do you think's progressed the most at the moment that you think might be ready to move to Skunky?
I think him and Winona are doing very well.
Okay.
So Winona, where have we got Winona? Winona, have you got Winona? Yeah, Winona. We got Winona over here.
Okay.
So here we've got little Winona. She came in with Shaney, and both of them are doing really well. She is definitely our best climber, and will happily climb up the windows and climb up the broom, whatever she can. But she's one of our first to actually drink from the bottle holders inside the cage. So she's definitely
some predator training there with Rocky. Yeah. It's good that they have a good response, so you can see that they actually go towards the baby care for safety, and that's just what we want. Somebody's a bit curious there by the door, but and then mum or dad can pick up and then show them that no, don't want to go near that. It's dangerous, and that's perfect.
And then on here
who else we got?
Little Abu. He was our littlest. He's our youngest in his little face. He came in with Josephine. He was actually one of our first of this season. He is also drinking well through the feeding cage. He tends to be a bit more keep to himself and sleeps a lot, but he is a lot smaller, so that's to be expected, especially when Shaney comes running towards him at full speed. He's very much happier to be on his own. But he's drinking really well. He's getting much better each day. He has been playing a lot more recently, which is amazing. But he's generally been doing really well.
Okay, looks like you've got your handful. Well, you've got another one as well.
We've got one last one here at the minute. We've got little Josephine. She is our hand clinger. She's very happy when she's clinging to anyone. So, Josephine, again, one of our first ones that came in. She is doing extremely well. She's drinking really well, climbing really well, playing, but her face is like clings really well. She's definitely one of our best clingers. So when she gets a mum, she will definitely be able to cling to her.
They've definitely got it'll be a good transference from humans to mums, because at least they're seeing you as safety. That's a great thing. Okay,
definitely.
Perfect. Well done. Thank you, Charlie.
Yes, you're welcome.
Eating bananas. No. She really don't want.
Someone is happy with a banana. She didn't have any this morning. Winona loves bananas. And the boys are munching on apple. Oh, someone is tired. Mara is done. No more batteries in mirror. Oh my goodness. It's like a parkour. Can you jump? Can you jump? Show us. Ah.
Well, so far things are going really well. As you can see, all three of them are in the feeding cages, drinking their milk, found their way in there. Still a little bit of training to go, but nice to see that they're managing to drink properly from this particular teat.
I showed you have babies under you.
Little Fudge has found some of the grass that we've put down and showing a little bit of interest, trying to work out what it is. Of course, one day he'll see grass growing naturally, but at the moment he's just finding out what this strange stuff is that somebody's just put on top of the cage. Well, it's always good later on to see how integrations went and how they went so well with some of last year's little orphans here, playing with the adult monkeys as if they're just part of the troop and just having a fantastic time. So it's really nice to go back later on and just have a look at how much fun these little guys are having. And really and truly, this is testament to show everyone out there how they really and truly become members of the troop, start behaving like little monkeys again, and have a completely new little life within this troop, living as naturally as they possibly can and as safe as they can. And this is a great thing with the work we're actually doing, and the efforts that all our volunteers actually put in, is coming back later on and seeing what's actually been achieved and how well these little guys have all settled in. I'm sure if you go and read back some of their little histories of what they looked like and the trauma that they were suffering when they first got here, and now you come here and you have a look, and you see them just roughing and tumbling and playing around and being members of the troop and just having like a great time. It's really and truly fantastic, and all of them are getting on so well. So yeah, something really nice to see and enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed these little slow-mo clips. In the beginning I left the sound there so you can hear how much sound they make. They don't really make much sound when they're playing. Again, this is otherwise they'll be prone to predation. So when monkeys play, they don't hardly make any noise at all. The weather is getting extremely hot at the foundation, and as you can see, some of the little ones have actually ended up climbing inside the water bowl. That's Natsuki, just to cool down a bit, and the others are saying, what the hell are you doing in our water bowl? We do actually put out bigger bowls for them to swim in if they need to, but of course any opportunity to climb into some water in this heat just to cool off is welcome. So that's what they do at the moment. We also put out some salt just to give them back all their minerals and stuff that they're actually losing in this heat. But as you can see, some of them enjoy the water a lot more than others. Some just won't go in it. Others really enjoy playing around in it and cooling down quite a bit. So yeah, you can see some salt, and this little one is actually picking the salt grains off the ground. It is the coarse one, so it's easier for them to pick and manage. This is actually Kalahari salt, so it's not actual sea salt, so it's got a lot more minerals and things within it, which is a lot healthier for them, and they really do enjoy it, especially in the hot weather. And then of course drinking lots of water is essential. We also try to put special shade areas up for the monkeys in this time of year, because there's a transition between winter and summer, and there's not always enough trees with shade on, so we do have to be very, very careful that they have spots that they can get shade and keep themselves cool, especially in the middle of the day. Little Abu having a bit of a rest and catching up on sleep after having a little bit of a rough morning.
This is Josephine. She has now been with us for about 10 days. I think we're about day 9, something like this. And she's doing really well. She's drinking from the bottle really nicely. And Abu is over there with Marit, and he's getting some Prolight because it's really hot again. So we want them to be nice and hydrated.
Josephine and little Abu. Josephine in the front and Abu at the back. So now they're a little bit more awake and being a little bit more active. As you can see, having a look around and seeing what mischief they can get into. But just generally getting used to the little area. They are a little bit off the ground, so they're probably wondering how they can jump down. But yeah, they're looking a lot better and very interested in their surroundings. So here we have Shani in the inside of the feeding cage on the pet tag bottle. That's the bottle they've got to all get used to. So doing very, very well there. Look how easily just getting to the teat and sucking the milk and everything like that. So doing very, very well. On the outside we've got Abu. This is on one of the Royal Canin bottles. We are looking for more of these if anybody knows where to find them. They do help getting the monkeys starting off initially to drink, and then we move over onto the other bottles. So it's just got more of a control for the younger ones. Well, we'll give you a little bit of a clue. This is Shani and Fudge. You try and work out which one's which. But again, we keep feeding them inside the feeding cage because it's an important area for them to learn. They mustn't be scared of it or anything and feel very accustomed to climbing in and out, which is very important for them, especially once they're finding a mom. It can be vital for them, especially finding their way back once they're out in the main enclosure. So they've got to be very, very comfortable with this feeding cage. Here we have boisterous Shani trying to wake up little Abu. And then we have Fudge and Shani playing in the back there. Poor little Abu just really wants to get a little bit of a sleep or a bit of a nap, and Fudge just won't let him. So Fudge is still full of spirits and wants to jump around and play a bit, but of course little Abu just wants to get his afternoon nap. So Fudge has decided to go and pick on Shani. Of course Shani's a little bit more wide awake and can retaliate. So of course these two are going to be having a little bit of a jumping fest and play around while everybody else is trying to get their afternoon nap. But that's how it goes with these little ones. There's the Fudge face, of course, as innocent as ever, saying no, it wasn't me, I had nothing to do with this. And yeah, it's just nice to see how they're clambering around and getting used to each other. Soon they'll be making friends all together as they go over into the intro cages and meet their moms. That's little Josephine's face that you can see there. Have you seen a cuter face ever? Josephine's also doing really, really well and coming on very nicely at the moment. So it's quite a little bit of bunch of these guys. Nice when they sleep, a lot easier to handle. This is little Mara you see sleeping over there at the moment. So yeah, they're all getting accustomed to each other and playing and getting ready to go out to Disneyland, where they'll have more space and they can jump around a lot more. Shani finally fallen asleep as well, so it's coming to that time of the afternoon where everyone can get a little bit of a break and peace and quiet as everybody slowly settles down for the afternoon nap. They just got to find the right place or the right area. Of course Shani again wasn't happy where he was, looking for a new place to go and lie down, and just making sure everybody else is sleeping properly before he actually goes and settles in. And then we mustn't forget little Wyona. Just look at that little face there. Also very interested, very small still, but also coming on very, very nicely and very interested in everything that's going on. And there we have Wyona and them looking out of the front gate of Neverland, just to have a look at some of the older monkeys that they hear making a noise out there.
Here we have the babies. So we've got Shani here, Abu is this one, and we have white Nona here.
Hi Billy, so how often have you been in with these babies now?
This is my second day.
Okay.
And yeah, they're so lovely. This one especially is a bit of a troublemaker.
And who's that? Do you know if you learnt who they are yet?
Some of them. This is Abu
Right.
in my left hand, and on the right is Fudge.
And where are you from?
I'm from England, but I live in Spain. And
what made you want to come here?
just wanted to see animals. I'm really interested in them, and especially monkeys because they're really cute, and the babies.
And how long are you here with us volunteering?
I'm here for a month.
Cool.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Abu and Josephine are just being caged up quickly to move around next door to meet the new little guy Teft and see how things go. Of course, you can see little Josephine is not happy about this idea. She doesn't want to be closed up at all, doesn't like being in the cage, probably thinks it's people are trying to get her to go to bed because of course they get put into in the cage in the evenings when they're going to sleep, and you know what little kids are. When it comes to bedtime, they just want to do it. But she's in for a little bit of a surprise. She will be moved next door and meet little Teft. So we're just going to see how that goes with them, because they haven't really seen other little monkeys, especially little Teft, and it'll be good for him to see some little faces and just help him settle in a little bit better.
Go on, Taft.
Strangers, what are they doing at home?
Go on, Taft. Go make friends.
Yes, sir.
Josephine's just not bothered. She just wants the arm. Abu's just sleeping.
No, he was taking a nap, and we had to move him.
Oh,
Hi Luna, you're also volunteering with us.
Yes,
Where are you from?
I am from Spain, but my parents are English, hence the English accents.
And how many times have you been in with the babies now?
This is my third time. I was with Mara, who's just been integrated to this group. I was with her on the first day, one-on-one. Not the first day, obviously after quarantining. And then been with these guys twice now.
Excellent. And do you have a favourite so far, the babies?
This one here, Josephine. She loves to latch on, so she's quite easy you can just sit and she'll sit there on your arm and you can play with the rest of the babies.
She seems to be quite a favourite of people at the moment. So, and have you done any night shifts yet at all?
I haven't, no, but I am excited to do them.
Excellent.
Very excited.
Great, thank you very much.
Like that was mine. I remember that part of it.
Oh, Taft was like munching away.
He loves apples too. Yeah. Just like them. But he likes if you hold on to it so that he can.
Yeah. We'll do feeding cage training, but with the toes.
Daddy, help me.
I don't know. Well, it was Fudge earlier, so I'm not
He's the only
surprised.
one around.
Oh no.
He's the best. Go on, Mr. Jim. I'm gonna grab some. Cheers, man. Abu's in the other one now. Abu and Josephine. I think it's all
Jamie's just bringing the first of the babies to Disneyland. So we have Fudge. Who's that? Mara?
He's cuddling Mara.
Winona. And then Shani at the back. You ready, kids? Come on in. Come on in. Come on. We'll just move the cuddle puddle, shall we? So normally Disneyland is all full of branches and fun stuff, but this is just a short-term play space for them. So, there's Jamie. She's got Fudge and Mara. We're just about to bring Abu, Josephine and Teft through, but we just want to do one at a time first.
Oh wow. Little mother. Hello.
Oh my god, Shane's so white.
Hello.
Josephine. Abu and Teft. Abu on the top. Hello, Abu and Teft. This is the first time they'll have all been together. Abu's going to make his way out. Come on, Teft. Good boy. Hello, darling. You ready to meet everybody else? Okay. So we have a lot of people in here today because we've got a lot of monkeys. There's a lot going on, but Winona drinking from the feeding cage, taking herself back out using those holes. Teft. Okay.
Where's Winona now?
Mara. Go on, Mara. Fudgy.
You want to finish that? You just want to finish that?
Yay! Shook herself in and took herself out. Fudge is just grabbing whoever's close to him. Fudge, you can go in. Fudge, you need to go in. Fudge feeding from the feeding cage. Need a little bit of help going in. He got a little bit upset. Hasn't quite worked out that when he's hungry he can take himself. Winona. And in the background we've got Teft.
Teft wants a drink too, I think. Can you give me Teft's bottle, please? I think it's on there.
The what?
Teft's bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Winona's having fun.
I've been drinking quite a lot.
And then there's a Josephine doing what a Josephine does best, clinging. Oof. Got a sleepy Mara. And unhappy Fudge.
Where are the other brothers and sunflower?
Well, as much as it's an honor working with these little ones and taking part in their little lives and putting them on their new journey, it's also very, very sad to listen to their stories as they unfold of what's happened to them. And also just sometimes the uncaring nature of people that they don't recognize that each little life is actually vitally important, and every animal out there has a right to a place on this planet, and we should all be aware of that. We should actually put a bit of time aside just to think about it, think about what we're doing, the other animals that share this planet with us, and are we doing enough to make sure they are safe, they have a place to live in, they have a place to roam, a place to bring up their little children, and be part of this whole existence. Because sometimes it's just so frightening to meet people along the way that just don't seem to care at all, and it's just all about themselves, and they're not really worried about anything out there. But I'd just like to say a big thank you to these amazing volunteers that we're getting in. It's great to see the numbers slowly picking up. It's helping us tremendously, giving us the extra hands to look after these little ones, making sure they're getting the best care possible. Everybody out there that's continually supporting us, sharing the videos and getting other people interested. Your donations have made so much difference to our lives. You just can't believe it. So thank you very much. Please continue. Encourage others to give. Encourage others to become members. It all helps to help these little ones. And with little faces like that, who can't? It's just really and truly, these guys deserve their own little space, and they do deserve to live. So thank you for helping. Thank you for being there. I hope you enjoyed this baby-packed episode as much as I enjoyed making it. Till next time, see you then.